Finding the right person for the owner is probably the most important thing that takes place, whether that person be an insider of the company, an outsider, or whether it be a family member. The owner is concerned that that business continues to thrive and prosper. It's important to have a succession plan, whether it's for a retirement of the key owner or whether it's because of an emergency where the owner has either passed or has a permanent disability. Some of the important reasons are to make sure that the key positions continue to be filled so that the business continues to be running, to make sure that the employees are comfortable and not disgruntled because of the disruption in the ownership, to make sure that the banks and the people who are financing the business are comfortable and make sure the employees are happy. I would say that at least 5 years is a good time frame to expect to be able to create a succession plan. There are lots of reasons for that. One reason is that it takes time to identify future candidates, and if there are positions within the business that need to be bolstered or retrained, it takes time to retrain those positions. Waiting too late means crisis planning, which is usually the worst situation. I always encourage earlier to get professional help, get an accountant, get a banker, get a lawyer involved in the thinking process, and let the owner pick and choose what his future goals are for that business and for himself and for his family. If the owner gets sick or suddenly dies, there needs to be a continuity plan or a succession plan for an emergency basis. Continuity planning means we have to fill the positions in immediate situations, and so we have backups. So if it's the finance position, then perhaps the owner becomes the backup person for the finance person. Or if it's a sales position, then someone else is cross-trained in the sales area. So and production is the same way, marketing same way, so that the business continues to function as long as necessary on a temporary basis until a succession plan can be created. In a sale, the seller needs to protect his interest, especially if he is carrying any debt. One of the things he should do is do a good, thorough background check on the buyer to make sure that there aren't any unknown factors. Another is determine what an appropriate down payment is, and also making sure that all the key functions of the business, the operating functions of the business, remain intact and have talent and are sound. When a parent or family member does leave the business, and one of the key problems is he may want to control for too long a time or continue to control without really being the current owner. And one thing that can be done is setting up a consultant agreement, where in the early years, when he has the most debt and when there's the most exposure for the transfer of customers and transfer of information to the successor, he may be involved on a more extensive basis, but under his contract, over time, he shortens the amount of hours that he is consulting and does a gradual transfer to the successor. If I had one piece of advice, it would be to plan ahead for your retirement. Don't wait till the last minute. There's many things that can be done to optimize that plan and optimize benefits to everyone by planning ahead.
CNB's executive newsletter provides insights to help your business succeed. Thank you for watching this video. For more information, subscribe to our executive newsletter today.